it is October, which means it is time for Halloween. And with that, we have another Halloween movie coming out this year. There are a lot of Halloween movies, but I'm talking about the Halloween franchise. We are getting another movie into this franchise, the 13th installment, in fact, Halloween Ends, which is going to end it. Let's see if it really does, but here is my review for Halloween Ends. Before we begin, let me remind you to please hit the subscribe button because a lot of other early reviews are coming up, including that of Black Adam, The White Lotus, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, let us begin with the review. And we will be starting with the plot. The premise reads that 4 years after the events of last year's Halloween Kills, Laurie is living with a granddaughter Allison and is finishing with writing her memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since his last brutal rampage. Laurie, after following the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, has decided to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. But when a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, it ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Laurie to finally confront the evil she cannot control. So yeah, they are really going with the conclusion vibes here. I mean, this is a lot of things. There are a lot of things that happen in this film. It's not like just let's go and put Laurie against Michael Myers. It's not just about that. It does know that it's concluding chapter, so it has to give the audience the final battle between these two characters. But there are a lot of other things here to enjoy. The plot is quite good, but the writing, which is mainly my complaint with a lot of movies, especially horror, that they have a good plot, but they do not execute it well. The writing here was mediocre. I can't say it was bad, but it wasn't great either. Then, the execution could have been better. Halloween franchise also has quite a few characters, and this movie is no exception. There are quite a few characters in this one too, but our lead, as always, is Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is a fantastic actress, and if it was a normal year, this could have been her best performance for the year. Or maybe, she doesn't do a lot of movies, so it could have been her best performance in quite a few years. But, well, we got Everything Everywhere All at Once this year, and I think that gets the award for the best Jamie Lee Curtis performance. But she was still fantastic. I can't say she was different from other movies. No, she wasn't. She still has the same energy, and that's what I appreciate about that character. However, Andy Matishak as Allison Nelson was also quite charming in this one. I won't say she was, took a lot of screen time, but yeah, for whatever screen time she was present, I thought she was a nice addition. She was also in Halloween Kills, but I really didn't like her that much in that one. So basically, there are a lot of other actors here too, but my favorite would be Kyle Richards in terms of the other supporting actors. He played the role of Lindsay Wallace. He's one of the children Laurie babysat in 1978. He reprises a role from the 1978 film, and he does quite a nice job in whatever screen time he was given. Halloween Ends is the 13th film in the Halloween franchise and the final film in the H40 trilogy, which was commenced with the 2018 film, which continues the 1978 film storyline. This franchise is quite a bit of complicated timeline, so you need to see the breakdown of those things. But yeah, they have called it the end of this new trilogy. And it really felt like a concluding chapter because we got the final fight between Laurie and Michael Myers. But I don't know. They can still create another Halloween movie for sure. Michael Myers, that guy's unstoppable. So I think after a few years, we will get another Halloween movie. Anything can happen in this franchise. This man is, like Thanos, inevitable. Now, to conclude my review, I would say this is a mediocre film, to be honest. It's surely like Halloween Kills. I'm not one of the haters of Halloween Kills. I thought Halloween Kills was a pretty mediocre movie, and I thought this one is pretty mediocre too. The franchise never reaches the height of its original, be it 1978 film or the 2018 film. I think this had a lot of potential, but I think the writing should have been given more effort into it. It's not bad. I mean, you want Laurie versus Michael, you'll get it. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, if you are a horror fan and you especially like this franchise, I think you will most probably like it. I don't know anything about loving it, but let's see what the response is for the general audience. So that's it for today. Like, share, and subscribe. Film Villa.